morning, everyone. Good morning. So we will now open the room so we can accept participants to coming in. Is there anyone who wants to test your mic or camera before we allow the viewers to participate in this Zoom? Hello, good morning, Ms. Dr. Busita.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Are you going to do any screen sharing later? Are you going to share any screen later from your end? Sorry, I can't hear you. I think maybe because the setup of your microphone. Okay, can you try to talk again? Sorry.
I already sent the video recording.
Okay.
I used that one.
Okay. Just double checking and checking in any case someone wants to talk later. Okay, so with this, everything should be good. So, kaway-kaway from Japan sa Japan. We will now open the room for the public. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Good morning.
Okay.
Yes, Sensei.
Okay, may I start? So very good morning, Professor Dr. Herman Shah, Vice President, Indonesian Biotechnology Consortium, Sriwijaya University, Indonesia, and Dr. Pusupita Disdianti, Head Division of Networking, Indonesian Society for Microbiology, National Research and Innovation Agency, Burin, Indonesia. Associate Professor Dr. Howell Ho, President, Philippine Society for Microbiology, Trinity University of Asia, Philippines. Associate Professor Dr. Penjit Srinathakun, President, Thai Society for Biotechnology, Kasetsat University, Thailand. And Professor Dr. Eiichiro Fukusaki, President, Society for Biotechnology, Japan, Osaka University. Distinguished guests, honorable speakers, friends, and participants. Let me introduce myself first. I'm Professor Kazuhito Fujiyama, International Center for Biotechnology, Osaka University. I am in charge of international affairs of the Society for Biotechnology Japan, SBJ. We, the SBJ, are very much honored to be able to hold this symposium, joint SBJ meeting with Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand to commemorate the 100th anniversary. This symposium is just after the 74th annual meeting of the Society Biotechnology Japan. We started discussion 1.5 years ago about this symposium with Indonesia Biotechnology Consortium, Indonesia Society for Microbiology, Thai Society for Biotechnology, and Philippine Society for Microbiology. Finally, we agreed with the symposium and named joint SBJ meeting with Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. We wanted to have this symposium on site. However, due to the COVID-19, we had to run the symposium using online. I'm sure President Fukusaki will describe the SBJ well. I do hope all you enjoyed presentation by each speaker to know each other and make ASEAN friends. And I would like to mention this symposium is very much organized very well under the cooperation with Philippine Society for Microbiology, particularly Dr. Ford's teams. SBJ would like to show our sincere thanks to Philippine Society for Microbiology teams. Thank you very much. So thank you very much for your attention, and let us start this symposiums with the opening remarks by each representatives. But the first one should be done by President of Professor Fukusaki, Osaka University. Thank you very much, and I hope you could enjoy your talk symposium today. Thank you.
We'll have to. Wait. Wait a minute. I'm so sorry.
And wait lang, hintayin natin.
Since I have to share from Zoom.
Sino yung nagsasalita? Oh, sorry.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I am Eiichiro Fukusaki, the 23rd President of the Society for Biotechnology Japan, SBJ. First, I'd like to indicate my sincere gratitude to all Southeast Asian guests from Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand for coming Japan to participate this symposium today. I'm sure we can exchange many scientific intelligence each other. I hope today's symposium can facilitate to strengthen our friendship and collaboration network together. Okay, let me introduce the current activity of SBJ. Our mission is to all individuals holding interest in the field of biotechnology. We disseminate the eminent research studies on theory and practical application. Our aim is to contribute to the development of science. Let me explain the profile of SBJ. SBJ is a pioneer academic society for biotechnology in Japan. Now more than 2,000 individual members and 250 organization members and supporting members. Our society has been founded in 1923. This year is 100 years of history and tradition. A forum for the activity of groups of biotechnology experts, mutual exchange, communication to society, and in industrial application. And we are driving an official English journal, JBB. Let me explain our history briefly. In 1923, our society established as the Osaka Brewing Society. And 1962, we were renamed as Society of Fermentation Technology, Japan. In 1992, again renamed as the Society of Fermentation and Bioengineering, Japan. And 1999, renamed again as Society of Bioscience and Bioengineering, and renamed as the Society for Biotechnology Japan, and established as public interest corporation. This year, we will meet celebrating the 100th anniversary. Our society is covering very wide research field, including fermentation engineering, biochemical engineering, bioinformatics, environmental engineering, enzyme engineering, plant, animal, cell engineering, biomedical engineering. And we have a 6 branch nationwide, from northern part and southern part. So let me show the activities of SBJ. We are organizing the several kinds of scientific meetings, and we also have a publication business and biotechnology education and dissemination. And we will facilitate international exchange. And to lead Japan Accreditation Board of Engineering Education, JABI. So about the scientific meeting, we have a big annual meeting. This is usually held in autumn season. And in user case, participant is around 1,500. Around 7 paper is presented. In addition, several kinds of symposia usually held. In SBJ Symposium, that is the flagship symposium of our society, is usually held in May. And several kinds of satellite symposium driven in branch or driven in research division are held in through the year. In addition, meeting for young researcher is usually held by the Young Research Network Division. And we will set several kinds of awards. Particularly, I want to say the award only for foreign members, particularly for Asian people, Young Asian Biotechnology Prize and the Silver Award. These two awards is very important for our society. And the following awards our society have. I was publishing, so we published a periodical 2 journal. One is a Japanese driven and the other is English driven. So Seibutsu Koga Kaishi is published in Japanese. This is a main journal of our society for Japanese members. Free monthly distribution to members. So 1 volume, 12 issue. So this journal involves up-to-date information necessary for biotechnology and provides a notice of the program and procedure. And original paper and reviews are also welcomed. And introduction of the recent topics and introduction of the activity of branches and commentary articles are also published. This is an English journal. So Journal of Bioscience and Bioengineering, JBB. This journal is 2 volume, 12 issue per year. Original article and reviews are welcome. Medium for obtaining up-to-date research information in related fields. And happily, the impact factor of JBB fortunately penetrate 3.0. And free access to electronic version of articles published since volume 64 for individual members. And occasionally we publish the non-regular. And let me introduce, we published the English driven book. exploring the world of biotechnology. So it is a very good book and easy understandable for a bachelor level of student. And we are driving the research division. So this division is a small group in which generally younger professor or younger researcher gathered and to organize an interdisciplinary field. So this is a special activity of SPJ. For example, I am driving the metabolomics division. So by this division, I could facilitate the metabolomics network. And society strongly encourage all younger people to establish the research division to generate the new field and the interdisciplinary field. And let me show the overseas activity. So the FSBJ as an academic society situated in Asia is actively engaged in collaboration with society of other Asian countries in the field of biotechnology. So we have already established academic agreement with KSBB Korea, TSB Thailand, and BEST Taiwan. And in order to promote collaboration and information exchange among Asian society in the field of biotechnology, SPJ has formed a network with the following Asian society: PERMI, KBI Indonesia, KSBB Korea, MSMBB and MSM Malaysia, PSM Philippines, TSB Thailand, and Vietnam National Association for Microbiology. The SBJ prepared a special award, particular for Asian SBJ members. So Young Asian Biotechnology Prize is in order to stimulate research and to honor outstanding accomplishment in the field of biotechnology by young scientists in Asia other than Japan. SBJ founded the Young Asian Biotechnology Prize in 2004, and one prize laureate has been granted every year. And the Silver Award is with the microbial biotechnology field playing an essential part in the development and preservation of the global environment in the 21st century. The Society for Biotechnology Japan launched the Da Silva Award in 2012 to honor a young Asian researcher who shows promise of outstanding achievements in the field of microbial biotechnology in the near future. This award was established through a donation of the late Professor Edgar J. Da Silva, former director, Division of Life Science, UNESCO, Paris. Okay, let me summarize my talk and future prospect. So purpose of SPJ is to promote the progress and dissemination of research on biotechnology and thereby contribute to the development of science and technology. And to facilitate such purpose, we have several tactics, including scientific meeting, publication, business, and award, branch, division, and international collaboration. So I'm sure today's meeting is very much useful to strengthen our friendship and collaboration network. So please enjoy today's symposium. Thank you very much.
So I hope you could understand how or what the SVJ is, and I hope you could we could make a good collaboration among your societies. Particularly, we are very happy to have the application for the Da Silva Award or Asian Young Scientist Award. So please try to apply your young scientist for this award. Okay, so let me welcome to here Professor Dr. Herman Shah. So he will deliver his speech, this introduction on behalf of Indonesian Biotechnology Consortium. Dr. Herman Shah.
No. Good morning. Mr. Chairman, the Honorable Professor Ichiro Fukusaki, the President of SBG, and representative from biotechnology-related societies in Thailand, Professor Benjit Srinopakun, and friend, and from the Philippines, Dr. Howell Ku, distinguished delegates, ladies and gentlemen. It is my great honor and pleasure to be here with you today, this present the meeting in this meeting room and those attending in online. I must first express my sincere thanks to Professor Kazuhito Fujiyama Sensei for inviting me on behalf of Indonesian Biotechnology Consortium on symposium, joint SBG meeting with Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand, right after the 74th annual meeting of the Society for Biotechnology Japan. Allow me to introduce two different organizations of biotechnology in Indonesia. Indonesian Biotechnology Consortium, or IBC. In Indonesia, we call KBI, Consortium Biotechnology Indonesia. And the second one, Asian Federation of Biotechnology, Indonesia chapter, FOB ID, or Indonesia. The story, IBC was established by three inter-universities center, IPB University, Bandung Institute of Technology, and Gadjah Mada University on September 29, 1992. IBC is one association of institutions that conduct development and application of science and technology in the field of biotechnology. IBC members are institutions engaged in biotechnology and not individuals. This organization provide a scientific input advice to the Indonesia government. Next please. Several activities were held by this organization. During the pandemic, all the activities conducted by online virtually. For example, we conduct webinar dissemination of genetic modified organism or GMO and genome editing. IBC and CropLife Indonesia held a webinar discussing regulation and the potential adoption of genetically engineered products in the food sector to support food security. And then also we help harnessment the power of genome editing in agriculture of medicine to provide recommendation about genome editing to government. Another webinar we conducted to strengthen the bioprocess and bioengineering. Bioprocess quality control for innovative biological product development is one title. And another one, we conducted bioprocess development with advanced approach for medic, bioresources, and industry. And to combat COVID-19, we also share our knowledge in the webinar, and some webinars such as immunostimulator supplement for COVID-19, and then drug discovery research for COVID-19, the whole genome sequencing of virus SARS-CoV-2, and also NGS application for agriculture and medical genomic. And IBC actually have annual meeting, but every 4 years. The last meeting is 2021. But in this year, we conduct IC by 2022, the 9th International Symposium of Innovative Bioproduction Indonesia on Biotechnology and Bioengineering 2002 will be conducted on November 23 and 24. The member of TBI or ICB is come from 11 institution, national institution, and 22 both national or private universities in Indonesia, and 16 companies, startup companies or suppliers. And the second one, I would like to introduce the EFOB or Asian Federation of Biotechnology, chapter Indonesia. Different with ICB, the membership of EFOB is individual membership. Start from 2018, we have a new FOB Indonesian President, Professor Dr. Mistry Gozan from Indonesia University. And then 2021, last year, we had new FOB Indonesian President, Professor, and almost same with me, the name is Harry Hermansyah. My name is Oleh Hermansyah. He came from Indonesia University. And this year, 2022, we have ICB 2020 in Bali, the first year back short in Bali. And the member of FOB Indonesia chapter is at least until now is maybe more than 427. I think now increased more than 500. And they come from 49 institutions or companies across Indonesia, from the Sumatra, Java, Kalimantan, Sulawesi, Bali, and etc. They come from several university or institution, for example, Indonesia University, Bandung Institute for Technology, Gadjah Mada University, Atmajaya University, Wakil University, and Michelle from Sriwijaya University in South Sumatra Island, includes to my sign 1 hour round from Jakarta. And the members also come from 2 ministries, Ministry of Environmental and Forestry, Ministry of Agriculture, 1 research institution, National Research and Innovation Agency or BRIN, Badan Research and Innovation National, before maybe LIPI or BPPT, and 5 commercial companies, Desha Medista, 1 companies, 1 pharmaceutical industry, is Wasid, ITS, Evonik, etc. For the organization, the same like a central organization or central effort organization. We follow this organization. We have president. Now the president is Professor Heri Hermansyah, and we have several vice president because we are a big area. We are different 1,000 island area. We have like in Sumatra Island, we have 1 vice president. It's me in Sumatra Island, and also from Kalimantan, from Java, and also we have General Secretary Dr. Kuswita Putianti. I think she's in Zoom link. And public relationship, Shara Vidiante. Also, we had some division, young scientists for the conference, member, training, and competency. And also to organize some divisions and scientific division, we have several scientific division, agricultural and food division, biopharmaceutical and medical, bioprocess and bioseparation engineering, marine biotechnology, nanobiotechnology, biosensor and biochips, tissue engineering and biomaterials, applied microbiology, biocatalysis and protein engineering, bioenergy and biorefinery, environmental biotechnology, system in synthetic biotechnology, bioindustry, and bioeducation. And in the beginning of October, we conducted the 15th ASEAN Congress in Biotechnology from 2 to 6 October in Nusa Dua, Bali. The 15th ASEAN Congress on Biotechnology in conjunction with 7 international symposium on biomedical engineering. In this event, at least 900 participants attended online. But for the offline, at least 300 participants at a time. Then the symposium ran well. We can collaboration with each other. And for the inaugural IABEX South, IABEX or Young Asian Biological Engineers Community, made of members from Korea, Japan, Taiwan, and China in 1994. The first conference in Korea, 1995, and the 25th conference Western in Seoul, Korea, 2019. And IABEX Fest made 4 members of FOB in Middle East of Asia, integrated in January 11, 2019, IIT Carrefour, and that is IABEX South inaugurated at ICB event October 2nd, 3rd, 2022 in Bali. Consists of FOB member from ASEAN's country. And also next agenda, we have several webinar series. For example, this one is embracing the emerging necessity of applied tissue engineering in Asia, and because we to some conference virtually, we can invite overseas speakers easily. That's all my presentation. Thank you very much for your attention. Selamat pagi.
Terima kasih, Professor Hirmansyah. We learned what is KBI and also how you work together with AFOP. So I would like to invite the next representative from Indonesia, Dr. Puspita Risdianti. Unfortunately, she could not be here today, but she will join this symposium from the Indonesia using online. So I would like to invite the Dr. Puspita here. So Dr. Puspita, time is yours.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I have a video. Would like to see my video. Thank you very much. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of Indonesian Society for Microbiology, we would like to share with you about the microbiology research in Indonesia. If we look at the history of microbiology in Indonesia, it was started by Professor Trup. He is a botanist and the director of the Bogor Botanical Garden from 1880 to 1909. He had his interest in microbiology, that also a new field of study in Europe at that time. He had a collection of mycorrhizal fungi, freshwater microalgae, plant disease bacteria, Bacillosaccharis, Aspergillus, and Penicillium. However, the research activity in Bogor Botanical Garden was stopped in 1934 and start again in 1959 by Lippi, that now changed to Brin in 2021. In 1977, the collection of rhizobium, fungi, and yeast, especially from agriculture field and fermented foods, was increased, conducted by Indonesian researchers and lecturers around Indonesia. Start in 1978, joint collaboration research with GSPS, and then 1999 with JBA, NEDO, JICA, GST, and then also European Community has started. The collection of lactic acid bacteria, acetic acid bacteria, fungi, yeast, actinobacteria, oil degrading bacteria increase, as well as the capacity of research on microbiology in Indonesia also increase very much. No doubt that Professor Trup provide the foundation of agriculture microbiology in Indonesia. The person that introduced medical microbiology in Indonesia was Professor Ekman, a Nobel awarding. He was a visitor in the Trup laboratory for phytochemical investigation in around 1885. He also a founder of pharmacological laboratory in the Bogor Botanical Garden, which took place in 1888. He was established a medical school and research laboratory for pathology and bacteriology. Now we call it as in a University of Indonesia. However, the laboratory was closed in 1960 and revived in 1992 as Molecular Biology in Eijkman Institute, then merged to BRIN in 2021. Professor Eijkman provided the foundation of medical microbiology in Indonesia. The history of foreign researchers that studied in Bogor Botanical Garden from 1884 to 1934 was recorded in the published paper and also in the memorial place in the building of Drup Laboratory inside of Bogor Botanical Garden. The next researcher that had interest on the microbiology research in Indonesia was Professor Robert Koch. He visited Batavia, or now Jakarta, in 1899 to 90 for Malaria Congress. Before he lived in Japan, he stayed in Japan in 1908. We know agar from that we use as a growth media of bacteria. The story of agar, the invention of agar is from Indonesia that was introduced by Robert Koch and his assistant. Bioindustry of antibiotics also has a close story with Indonesia. In 1953, the compound known as vancomycin was purified from actinomycetes Amycolatopsis tropicalis that isolated from a soil sample collected from a deep in the interior jungle of Borneo, Kalimantan, and Indonesia. The isolation of the compound was performed by Dr. Cornford, an organic chemist at Eli Lilly Company, which has begun a major program to discovery of a new antimicrobial agent. The compound was active against most gram-positive microorganisms, including penicillin-resistant staphylococci. Some anaerobic organisms, including Clostridia, were also susceptible to the compound, as was Neisseria gonorrhoeae. The important lesson learned from the history of microbiology research conducted in Indonesia is that microorganism has studied very early in Indonesia after Pasteur era and Koch era. Microbiology research requires the participation and involvement of multiple relevant stakeholders. The industry involvement among the various roles of different stakeholders is the key to successful and sustainable research in microbiology. Now I would like to share with you about ISM. Indonesian Society for Microbiology, or ISM, is a professional organization in the field of microbiology covering the field of medical, industrial, and environmental microbiology as well as food and agriculture. ISM was founded on September 22, 1973. This year is 49 years. Currently, ISM has 22 branches and about 1,300 members. This professional society is a place for scientific meetings, sharing ideas, a place for discussion, information on culture collections, conducting training, and networking in the field of microbiology. ISM members are individuals such as a microbiologist, microbiology enthusiasts, and practitioners. The society consists of the central board, branch manager, and members. This is the map that shows the ISM 22 branches. 9 branches located in Java Island, 1 branches in Bali, 7 branches in Sumatra, 3 branches in Kalimantan, 2 branches in Sulawesi Island. ISM also published a journal called Microbiology Indonesia. Microbiology Indonesia provided a unique venue for publishing original research in microbiology and ensures that authors could reach the widest possible audience. Microbiology Indonesia published a wide range of research disciplines on bacteria, archaea, fungi, protozoa, and virus, as well as biotechnology related to microbiology. Topics include, but are not limited to, method in microbiology, bioprocess, environmental microbiology, food microbiology, plant microbes interaction, animal microbes interactions, microbial community, microbial genetics, virology, comparative and functional microbial genomic, and gene expression in microbes. Microbiology Indonesia is also supported a number of internationally recognized editors and reviewers to ensure high quality of publication. This journal published in biannually, and then we call for paper and for the reviewer. We invited all of you to submit a paper and also be a reviewer. Currently, ISM board from 2019 to 2023 are as follows. We can see Professor Pratiwi Sudarmonowati, and then also Professor Endang Sukara, Professor Amin Subandrio as advisory members. And then the president of ISM is Dr. Iman Rusmana. Members of ISM also publish microbiology book such as Exploring Indonesian Microbial Genetic Resources for Industrial Application. This book includes about lactic acid bacteria, acetic acid bacteria, Rhizobium, Aspergillus, Rhizopus, Actinomycetes, and yeast. From 2021, there is a big transformation in the research and innovation field in Indonesia. All researchers, research center, as well as research facilities merge together in National Research and Innovation Agency or BRIN. This is one of the business process and research infrastructure for biodiversity studies at Sukarno Science Technopark that located in Cibinong, West Java. In that area, we have a botanical garden, greenhouses, for ex situ conservation study in a terrestrial lake and marine. Also, we have a facility on preserving the specimen or physical data of the Indonesian biodiversity, flora, fauna, microbes, and also seed and rock And also all the data will be preserved in digital data. In the Science Technopark, there is a high performance computer. And then also we can study omics data from the specimen data and also utilization and study the economic impact of the biodiversity. Regulation for management of microorganisms also published by the government in 2021. The next research that we have interest in microbiology is no doubt is about digital transformation. Whole genome sequencing and then genome editing is a must. Whole genome sequencing of microbes from Indonesia also have been published. More than 100 strains have been published. The important key today is a collaboration. I would like to announce about the visiting research program and postdoctoral program from BRIN. The visiting research program and postdoctoral program is a human resource capacity development program based on the mobility of researchers through collaborative research at BRIN for professor or expert researchers from universities, research institute, research agencies, and or industry, both at Indonesia and also abroad. The objective of the program is to improve the competence of human resource research, especially in Indonesia, so as to contribute to improving the national research and innovation climate, innovation environment through increasing the number of publications in high reputation scientific journals, innovative bioproduct, and establishing national or international research collaboration. That's all about ISM and then the activity of microbial research in Indonesia. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much. I move to the Professor
Thank you very much.
Yama Sensei. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Professor Puspita Disdianti. I really appreciate your cooperation and also contribution to this symposium. And we learned a lot from you how Indonesian microbiology research has started since 1880. Thank you very much. So next, I would like to invite the Associate Professor Dr. Howell Ford, President Philippine Society for Microbiology. So he has a lot of cooperation, and thank you very much. And we'd like to welcome with big applause.
Wait lang po ha. Nasa sabihin mo ko.
Good morning, everybody. So thank you very much. I would like to present my talk this morning on the microbiology for unity and prosperity through collaborations and industry linkages. Our thrust from the Philippine Society for Microbiology. But let me give you some background information about the Philippine Society for Microbiology. First, the Philippine Society for Microbiology was founded in 1971 by 20 Philippine microbiologists from the University of the Philippines, Los Baños. The organization started to and had the purpose of promoting scientific knowledge in the field of microbiology and other related fields, including biotechnology. Currently, the organization has grown to about more than 7,000 members, both regular and life members. It is divided into 9 divisions, including the basic education, food, medical, veterinary, agricultural, aquatic, environmental, and industrial microbiology. We also have 4 chapters aside from the main organization, which are located in different strategic islands around the Philippines, including Mindanao, Visayas, Northern Luzon, and Bicol. The organization has also grown in terms of its structure, in that we have also an accrediting arm, the Philippine the Philippine Academy for Microbiology, which accredits microbiologists in the Philippines to be either a registered specialist, diplomate, and fellow microbiologist. The PAM was founded in 1991. We also have recently created a capacity building arm, the Microbiology Consortium of the Philippines. This was launched in 2018, and this is an organization that includes the different institutions in the Philippines that offer microbiology. And we have various trainings and workshops related to the education of microbiology in the Philippines. The PSM is one in the adoption of the United Nations member states of the 2030 Agenda for Sustainable Development, which includes, of course, the 17 goals, as everyone knows. The SDGs is actually clustered into 5 critical dimensions: peace, partnerships, planet, people, and prosperity. All the 5 dimensions, of course, come together to constitute the idea of sustainable development. And this is what the Philippine Society for Microbiology is now focused on with the cooperation of its different members and affiliates. The COVID-19 was very difficult for everybody, including the society, in that it had a lot of impacts. And we realized that the impact of a pandemic highlighted the need for efforts for sustainable development. And we would like to get the cooperation of everybody to help out in this. In terms of people, we are looking into quality microbiology education and research. And we hope that institutions will expand their efforts on this. And I hope the other societies in the region will also do the same. We are also looking at exploring topics on the development of microorganisms for food production, which is very vital. I think this was highlighted when certain problems in food production came out during the pandemic. And the use of microbiology technology or biotechnology is very vital for this. Another thing that was also highlighted, and I think this has been given much attention in recent years, is the role of microorganisms in health and well-being. Aside from the direct applications in terms of diagnostics and the development of vaccines and other therapies, microorganisms figure very much in the mental states of people, as well as various physiological effects in the body as they participate in the microbiota of organisms. We also view the need for expansion of the study of microbiology. PSM continues to host microbiology career talks to different, schools, because some people, they are actually not aware of the impacts of microbiology and how it contributes to our society in general. We believe in the importance of health promotion, and PSM continues to establish, together with its partners, various sanitary and hand washing stations in localities which do not have these facilities, which I think was highlighted during the pandemic, and I think is still very important right now. In terms of partnerships, the society looks at fostering linkages, and we were very happy that the Society of Biotechnology Japan initiated this consortium with the different organizations in the region, and we look at it as a very important key component. The need for fostering linkages, the need to cooperate, because we have certain technologies that may be available to one and may not be available to another. And each of the societies have different facilities that maybe the other organizations do not have as well. So we're looking at linkages with microbiology and biotechnology organizations in the region. We are also looking at creating networks in terms of the industry, because much of the biotechnology knowledge that is generated is very much needed in our different industries across the Southeast Asian and East Asian regions. The importance of the value of collaboration of organizations, both locally, regionally, and internationally. So in the PSM would like to host linkages through its microbiology and biotechnology organization forums, similar to the one that we're having right today. Also, the current significance of and relevance of industry partnerships, linkages, and cooperation. So we hope that we will be able to interact as well with industry leaders and create a network of this in the coming years. In terms of peaceful technological solutions, we hope that we can strengthen organizations and promote inclusivity, justice, and peaceful technologies. In fact, it is one of our breakout rooms this afternoon. So the need for proper handling of microorganisms is very, very important. So PSM continues to host trainings and workshops on biosafety and biosecurity. And of course, the importance of the planet, the need for applications of microbiology for clean water and sanitation, for responsible industrial applications that are sustainable, environmental applications, of course, and of course, the need to safeguard our aquatic and agricultural resources. In terms of prosperity, we also need to look at the utilization of microbiology, especially on clean energy. I think this is especially highlighted as there are certain problems in many countries right now regarding the use of oil and other energy sources, including electricity. So the need to maybe realize that biotechnology has solutions for this, and maybe this can be done on an industrial scale already. And of course, the role of microbiology and biotechnology in terms of economic growth, industrial innovations, and reducing inequalities, and of course, creating sustainable cities and communities. So the importance of sustainable development, we would like to highlight and promote the contributions and applications of microbiology and biotechnology. I hope that I can enjoin everybody to collaborate with us and participate in microbiology and biotechnology organizational forums, and also in microbiology industry network meetings. So thank you very much.
So thank you very much, Dr. Fo Saravapo. So our next presenter is the Associate Professor Dr. Pendit Surino Fakun, President of Thai Society for Biotechnology. So are you ready? Okay, so thank you very much for your participation, and let's welcome her presentation.
สวัสดีค่ะ President of SBJ Professor Fukusaki, Professor Fujiyama for the great arrangement, and Professor Nakano, President of the IBC, Dr. Master, and Professor Herman Shah, President of ISM, Dr. Iman Rusmana, and Professor Lisdiyanti, President of SPSM, Professor Howell Ho, Professor Useda, honorable guests, ladies and gentlemen. First, I congratulate the Society of the Biotechnology Japan on its 100 years anniversary. SBT has long supported biotechnology society in ASEAN, notably the Thai Society for Biotechnology, or TSB, started with Japan-Thailand collaboration program in 1986. Later on, the program was developed into the society in 1986. Oh no, sorry, 1989, 3 years later. And now TSB has about over 1,200 members of the both in academic and private sector. And we hold two conferences, international conferences, two times a year. The first one in April, and it has been online. And the second one is in November. And TSB still has SBJ session in our international conference. And this year is our 31st year. And actually, we also the member of the ASEAN Federation of Biotechnology since 2010. And also we have a collaboration with BEST, which we signed MOU in 2016, and AFOB Malaysian chapter in 2018. Okay, so we actually know that SCB is have a network around the world and in Asia, and I feel confident that the 100 years anniversary of SBJ will bring us a new era of the world academic society. Ladies and gentlemen, in the last 2 years, we have all learned how to do research under the conditions of the COVID-19 pandemic. On top of that, we have learned how to communicate our work in the public through the online system. Thanks SBJ today for bringing us together for the joint SBJ meeting with Indonesia, Philippines, and Thailand. This hybrid seminar means we are close to face-to-face meetings. And actually in November, TSB will have the on-site meeting, and I'm glad to welcome Professor Honda to join our conference. Thank you for this excellent transition arrangement of SBJ. And I would like to actually declare the opening of the joint symposium. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Ajan Penjet, maraming salamat po. Sorry, maraming salamat.
Yeah.
No, that is a Filipino. I forgot. I got confused. Okay, so I'd like to. We had very good presentations or introduction by five organizations from Indonesia, Thailand, and the Philippines, and of course in Japan. And we, through this kind of activity, I hope we could make another collaboration or more collaborations among five consortium or organizations. And also we like to start the new era among ASEAN countries. And then thank you very much for your joining these morning sessions. And can I go to? Yeah, okay. Then I would like to show that today's schedule. Now we are almost about to finish our opening address. And we are going to have a lunchtime, and maybe for the Indonesian people, you may have a Friday prayer. So after that, everybody should come back to this afternoon sessions, parallel sessions. So it will start from 3:15 in Japan, and the Philippines 2:15. Indonesia and Thailand, it should be 1:15. And I hope we could see you again very soon. And maybe lunchtime, I would like to discuss how to organize a more collaborative consortium among us. Okay, so thank you very much for your joining this morning, and I would like to see you in this afternoon again. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Loh, ini tuh berat kalau ikut seperti ini. Kalau kamu jadi dosen, attending international conference itu ada poinnya walaupun kecil, sangat kecil. Tapi ada, itu termasuk bagian dari peningkatan kapasitas diri, kapabilitas gitu. Tapi lubuk
Good morning, everyone. May we request everyone to open your camera. back after 2 hours.